Well, good evening, folks. What a great night for music. I'm Bradford Becker. Welcome to Red Barn Radio as we continue on in our 24th year of broadcasting. Tonight we present for you Roots Music Southern Style, episode number 919. These Lexington-based musicians just keep on releasing music since they last graced our stage. Wicked Peace entered their most prolific era, 4 EPs, and at last their first full-length album, 2019's Rock and Roll Race Car. In 2023, the band returned with Wicked Peace, a self-titled record that sharpened their hooks and expanded their palette, delivering 10 hummable, beautifully harmonized songs about heartbreak, resilience, and boats. We'll cross that bridge when we sail under it, I guess. These folks are favorites at both the annual Appy and Lexi Awards, and I know many of our listeners will stop what they're doing on any given weekend to catch the band live. We got them here tonight, Barneys. Welcome, Wicked Peace.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performance.
Their followers will certainly tell you it's fun to be a fan of Wicked Peace. I told you about some of their work moments ago. Now in 2025, this troubadour troupe celebrates 13 years together with 2 retrospective releases, Still Wicked After All These Years, Greatest Hits 2013 to 25, a curated collection of 13 essential tracks and wicked pieces, oddities, rarities, demos, and live cuts, a companion compilation digging into the band's offcuts, weird gems, and long-lost audio artifacts. This band is John Tanner Blevins, Patrick Brumback, Amanda Turner, Jared Davis, and Matthew Holleran. Welcome, Lexington, Kentucky's own Wicked Peace.
Such a long, long way to Detroit. And those Great Lake waves get high. Why don't you live a little? You're only up for a while. So meet me in the middle. 100 nautical miles.
was the aforementioned boat song. Written about a boat trip that never happened. Maybe we'll dig into that later, but maybe we'll just let the minds wander. That first one was Steering Wheel, and this next one is Underdogs.
We'll always love an underdog, a comeback they never saw coming. I wanted to be that. I wanted to keep loving. It's not self I want this competition. Only in my head against me. I scream from the rooftops. I make sure they see. And I paint this smile on my face to show I'm not bitter. And I grab hold of more than I can take to prove I'm all better, but I'm not. I get caught inside all of this anger, treated like I'm just telling a joke. I demand you accept it, but I cry when you don't. And I paint this smile on my face to show I'm not bitter. And I grab hold of more than I can take to prove I'm all better, but I'm not better. Is this my doomed fate? Is it all I'll know? 'Cause I'm still messed up, even though I've grown. And I fight off help, 'cause I don't need no one. I made so damn sure that I don't need no one. And I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Oh, I'm not
A little lead vocal from Amanda Turner there. That one was from our self-titled.
Wicked Peace.
Right. Yes, so if you would like to see Jared Davis shirtless, go check that album out, and I'll let you find out what that looks like. Looks pretty.
wicked.
That's why we named it that. This next one is the opener from that record. It's called The Wrong Way.
Also inspired by the album picture. Yes. The temperature fluctuations love to grace our instruments with a little bit of flexibility.
Oh, yes. What did it start with? I can't muster what you said. We won't get far with that kind of bounty on my head. And I've got problems. This whole world is partial to. Can't go on if I'll just fall apart on you. I don't wanna see that rosy red if it'll soon turn gray. I don't wanna take this road ahead if it'll only change the sound. I'm turning around. The highway ain't always the right way, despite what the miles say. The long way ain't always the wrong way, despite what the songs say. It's always the wrong way back to you. I didn't promise an evergreen existence with an armrest. That must have been something you missed back when you promised. You see, the ones you couldn't keep, they kept me honest. And now they keep me on my feet. But I don't wanna be some kind of clown if I am always blue. I don't wanna keep this fire around if it is always burning through my memory of you. The highway ain't always the right way, despite what the miles say. The long way ain't always the wrong way, despite what the songs say. It's always the wrong way back to you. I don't wanna feel like giving up the minute that I wake, but I never feel I'm living up to every choice I make. I don't wanna be the smile right before the fade to black. I don't wanna be the mile right before you're fine with where you're at. Oh, the highway ain't always the right way, despite what the miles say. Yeah, that's why I'm taking the long way. It ain't always the wrong way, despite what the songs say. It's always the wrong way back to you. We're so glad to be out here tonight. We got a brand new tune next. It's called Kilimanjaro. climb that mountain. Kilimanjaro, gonna climb that mountain. Kilimanjaro, gonna climb that mountain.
Well, all right. Our welcome, folks. Our guest this evening on Red Barn Radio is our Lexington's own Wicked Peace, a band we've followed for a long time. There's a lot to follow. They've got plenty of music and really not much of it sounds the same. They go all over the place, and I think we like that. I think fans like that. Who wrote Kilimanjaro?
That was a group effort. We rented a little cabin earlier this year at Red River Gorge, and we just went in with nothing and decided to try to write a few songs and record them, and that was the last tune that came out of it. So that's definitely a 5-hander for sure, 6-hander.
Oh, nice. Is that a song? I mean, you chose a pretty big. If this is to represent some kind of like an obstacle that you had to surmount, you picked a pretty big one.
Right.
Was that for one of you about sort of a personal challenge that you had to overcome, or is it just sort of did it just become big because there were 5 of you involved in it?
I mean, funnily enough, I think that the challenge itself was writing that specific song. Like, yeah, Patrick had that riff lick thing the whole trip, and we just couldn't write it, and so I don't know, maybe that was the challenge that was coming out, was like getting to that moment where that was the end of the trip. We finally put the icing on the cake, and the cabin was on top of a giant hill.
I was waiting on you to
true.
say
And
Yeah.
it was really hard to get all the stuff up there. So it's like,
Oh, okay.
it was actually a very contained challenge of that elongated weekend. But in that moment, that was what we were facing.
All the
Yeah.
other songs came a lot easier than that one came. Well, all the other songs were a lot harder. So
Right.
the song itself was a mountain to just get written.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder if we might just start by you guys talking about sort of your history a little bit, how it started, whether there have been personnel changes along the way, whether there have been points in the life of the band where you all have had to sort of make some big changes, even ideologically about sort of where you wanted the music to go, and who would be best to start that conversation?
Well, it kind of started at birth a little bit. This is my sister, and so
okay.
we didn't really grow up playing music together, but in college we met Patrick, and we kind of formed a little, little
Well,
thing.
I know you came to me, Tanner, one day at my house at a party and said, I'm forming a band. Pat was there, and he said, you're going to be in it, and you're going to play and sing and write songs. And I said, I don't know if I can do that. And he said, yeah, you can. You will. So that's how us 3 started at the beginning.
Yeah.
And where was college?
Morehead State.
Okay,
all,
gotcha.
all 5 of us, Morehead State.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Were you in the music program there?
Jared was in the music program. Me and Matthew were in the traditional music program a little bit, but Jared has a immense music background.
Yeah, I went to Morehead to study tuba performance.
Tuba.
The professor there, Stacy Baker, is one of the best tubists in the world. I will stand by it. Top 10, probably.
You call a person who plays a tuba a tubist, not a
Yes.
tubaist?
Yes, correct, a tubist.
He's making that up.
Okay.
I actually don't know anything of what I'm talking about.
You're doing fine.
Then I guess the next thing that led to this configuration was, I think Tanner and Pat saw me playing with the basketball band at Morehead, and I had a great time with that group because I improvised a lot.
On your tuba?
On bass,
Oh,
actually.
on bass, okay.
Yes, I studied tuba professionally, but bass makes the money.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And I just have a lot of fun with that group and was just jumping around. They saw me and they're like, man, we need to get that guy.
That guy's fun.
He sounds terrible. No.
Ah.
No jokes. But
Well,
then
yeah, I would think the tuba would make you money in terms of like scholarship, right? Because it's sort of like playing the bassoon, right? There's always a spot for a bassoonist applying for a music program. I would think it'd be the same for a tubist.
it is pretty. It depends on the school. With
Yeah.
Morehead, it was actually pretty competitive because of the tuba professor's status. A lot of tubists around the country try to go there to study with her.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, well, keep going. So talk more about your musical background.
Not before. So after joining Morehead with tuba, I played upright bass and electric bass going in, and I played in some jazz groups and some like one-off rock groups, and I got to a point where I needed to pick a minor for the particular major I had. And none of the minors sounded fun. They were like, all the music-related ones, except for one, was like arts administration. Not knocking that, just not my jam.
Yeah.
But it eventually led to a traditional music minor at the KCTM, or the
Yeah.
Kentucky Center for Traditional Music.
That's right.
In Morehead. And that's how I ended up physically crossing paths with Tanner and Matt.
Yeah.
And just a little side story. The first time Tanner met me, he just said this one-off comment. He just said "funky" passing by, but I didn't hear that. I heard another
You heard
word.
something else.
Yes.
I think
And-
I hear what you heard.
Yes, and I was like, what did I do to this man? I'm sorry. But it was really a term of endearment, but I thought Tanner and I had a feud.
Uh-huh.
So I was really surprised when he sent me a message asking to join the group.
I thought this guy hated me.
Aw, poor
But that's
Garrett.
the tale of how I joined Wicked Peace.
Yeah.
We had a jam, and it was just like peanut butter and jelly. Just, it was like A and Z of the alphabet. It just felt good. I was home. I was in the right place.
Yeah. Nice. And Tanner, you were in the traditional music program.
Yes.
And was it your intention to play traditional music exclusively at that point? Like, who was directing the program?
At the time that we were there, it was Raymond McLean.
Oh,
and
okay.
so-
So he was early in his time. I can't remember
Yeah.
when Raymond started there.
It was just now kind of starting to like pick up. Like the few years before us, there was just very few graduates, and it was building at that time. And I did definitely not. I had no intentions when I went to college to study traditional music. I did the minor as well, but I went over there and met Raymond and Ruth and that crew of people, and just fell in love with being over there. So I stayed an extra
Yeah.
semester of college to hang out with them, and then hang out with Matt and Jared through that. So I never really knew much about traditional music other than what I picked up there, but I loved the people, and it was just, great memories, a lot of fun.
Well, you're holding a banjo. You must have known something about traditional music, or did it start there?
It started there, yeah. I played guitar and things like that, but I just kind of picked up as much as I could while I was there. I still don't really know how to play the banjo, but I can, it sounds cool enough to people who don't know about banjo to just hear somebody play it. So, but I learned a few things, and that's where I got the jam with Matt for the first time, who is a metal drummer who decided that he wanted to go into a traditional music program as well. I think probably for a similar reason of just great people and just a lot of opportunities and fun. And so, it attracts people from all walks of music, I think. And it was a great time, and it's a really cool program they have there.
Yeah. Raymond and Ruth are amazing,
The best.
amazing people. Matt's leaned into the mic a couple of times here,
Yeah,
and then backed off. Matt, I know you've got something to say.
I'm just trying to be polite. First thing I want to say is first time I interacted with Jared was when he was in my music theory class in the traditional music program, and he already knew everything. He knew
That sounds right.
everything. And I am a drummer. I took music theory in high school, but I did okay. But I'd lost some of that, and so I was just blown away by his casual knowledge of literally everything. And then I was also going to say, funnily enough, I'm the only traditional music major that was in the band, but I play drums.
Yeah, right.
I
That's
was
funny.
the first person to ever get accepted into the program as a drummer. I didn't play. I about to play guitar here in a minute, but I didn't play guitar at all until I got into the program. And I
Huh.
had to learn a secondary instrument.
And so, did you learn a lot about? I mean, they do a lot of country music work there. There's a country music band and whatnot. Did you learn a lot about that particular style of
Oh, yeah.
playing? And
Oh, yeah.
was it helpful for you?
Extremely.
Yeah.
I was in the country band led by Scott Miller, who's an instructor up there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was incredible. And everybody was excited about having me there, and we got to work up some songs that had drums, but even got to work on some that didn't, and I was able to put my kind of take on them. But I learned a lot about jazz being there, because a lot of traditional old school country and jazz are very closely linked. They both swing. They kind of have a similar feel, and so I got to take lessons from Jeff Malott, who's a drummer. He was a professor at Morehead State for a while, but he's an excellent jazz drummer. So I learned a lot about jazz there. Got to play in a jazz band with Scott Miller for a couple years, and so I came in as primarily like a metal drummer, and I got to really expand my horizons and diversify
Yeah.
a lot. So it was really extremely helpful in who I am as a musician.
Yeah. Patrick, how about you? Talk about your background, your history at the program.
Well, while we're on the KCTM train, I took one class over there, and it was a mixing class with Jesse, and that was really fun. I also think KCTM should sponsor this portion of our band.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're getting a lot of enrollment
That's
right
all
now,
right.
I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Shout out Daxon.
In Morehead, I majored in convergent media, which is just video and photography and graphic design and all that stuff. And that's really how I got to know Tanner. He did that too, on top of the traditional music. And we just had every class together, and our dorm rooms were right next to each other randomly. I didn't know him before then. And yeah, we picked around, and here we are.
Huh.
As a bunch of old people.
Don't say that.
Yeah. You guys are doing some nice things, Patrick. You and Tanner with your guitar work together. You guys are doing some cool sounding stuff. Sort of had a Allman Brother-ish sound to it to me. Sounded a little Dickie Betsy.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
We always wanted to. We've always said we need to do, like, for years we said we need to do some harmony solos, and then
Yeah.
we did one, and then now we do like 8. We probably do too many because it's too much fun. So
I don't think you can do too many. I think
Maybe
it's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Don't hear it enough.
they're a lot of fun.
And it
so.
says a lot about the time that you all put into arranging your tunes and putting things together, that you're taking the time to give that due diligence, just like you would working out harmonies vocally, so it's awesome that you're doing that.
We enjoy it. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Plus there's some leads. Yeah, mate, we'll do it every song. I mean, we try to fit it in as much as we can.
Well, that's a great
we enjoy
sound.
it.
Well, why don't we get back to some more music, and then we've got plenty of talking to do. So let's play some more tunes. Welcome back, Wicked Peace, folks.
Yeah, the
We'll give you
aforementioned
half an hour
banjo is
to tune that up.
notoriously out of tune. So.
The banjo is fairly in tune. I'm just a half step lower than normal, so there's going to be a little discordant tuning sounds.
I got Hip Hop Team 100s on my radio. Pick it up on the radio station.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
So yeah, this next tune is another one of the cabin tunes that we wrote, and this one is kind of, I think, the song that we all went in thinking we would write. Like it feels like we wrote it in the cabin. I want to say it's very folky and different, but really once you got, that little EP isn't out yet, but it's really a mix. This is kind of the one I think if we'd have went in, we'd have said they're all going to sound like this. So we're really pleased with this one and decided to play it for the first time tonight. So this is Even If and Even When.
sure. Even if the wind refused to blow, even if the leaves refused to grow, I wouldn't change it. It's enough, even when it isn't. Darling, nothing's missing. Can't you see? What is love when it starts to envy? Still, it's never ending. I believe. Even if the world refused to spin, daylight turned to dark, but even then, I wouldn't change it. Even if the stars refuse to shine, burned out all their God-forsaken light, you got all my heart and you are mine. I wouldn't change it. What is love? Babe, it's in my pocket. Don't worry, 'cause we got it. That I'm sure.
When we came up with that particular song, the songwriting process had already started before I got up and joined the band. I'm a bit of a night owl. And when I walked into the main area of the cabin, they were playing the first kind of draft of this. I thought we were playing a song that was already written, that it was like a cover or something, just something to warm up with. It just, something about that melody sounds familiar. And I don't remember if I asked that, if I was like, what song is this? And someone was like, oh, this is what we're starting with today. Tanner might have chimed in and was like, well, I got up early because I'm a responsible human being.
He does get up early.
And I started these lyrics, and I love Tanner's writing style. It's very, there's harmony in our music, and there's harmony in the way that he rhymes. It's beautiful.
Thanks, Jared. Nice to say after you just tried to say I ripped that song off.
I was trying to leave that part out.
Did he say that? We do a retake? Okay. He said that? Okay. Let's make sure you didn't just go rogue and tell us to do that. Okay, we can do it again. Okay. Is your guitar on? Okay. All right, this is, okay. This is Even If and Even When. I don't know if I have to do the whole thing, but this is Even If and Even When. We wrote this on a top of a mountain in Red River Gorge, sitting in a cabin together, and I think it sounds like a cabin song, so here we go.
What is love when it is impatient? shine. Burned out all their God-forsaken light. You got all my heart and you're mine. I wouldn't change it. What is love? Babe, it's in my pocket. Don't worry, 'cause we got it. That I'm sure.
I'm gonna hold on to this banjo for just a little bit longer. We're gonna do a rendition of one of our older songs called Tubesox. We did change the order, and I said earlier as we were sitting, I was like, I don't remember. I know we changed it, but I don't remember where it used to be. So we are gonna do She Goes East next. Yeah.
Tried to put the banjo songs together.
That was the thinking. All right, here it is. This one is called Tubesox. This morning I woke up and found me 2 tube socks that match. And I was more happy than I should have been about that. In this day and age, it gets hard to survive, so I live in my phone where I'm barely alive. This morning I woke up and wished I could take it all back. This morning I woke up and found me a love that's so true. This man in the medicine cabinet, he said, I love you. It seems at this age, man, my choices are small. Either I love myself or I don't love at all. This morning I woke up and that's about all I could do. But I sing for my life, sing when I feel small. I sing for my life, I'm sure it's my call. 'Cause this morning I woke up at all. I've been feeling so down on myself, but I think I'm okay. 'Cause I've got a feeling that God needs me sad, so he made me this way. When you're happy as sin, you can't think of good lines, and I'm all out of songs about that old love of mine. This morning I woke up and I picked up this damn thing to say. I sing for my life, I sing when I feel small. I sing for my life, I'm sure it's my call, 'cause this morning I woke up at all. I sing when I feel small. Oh, I sing for my life. And I'm sure it's my call, 'cause this morning I woke up at all. This morning I woke up and found me 2 Tubesox that matched.
Tubesox is one of our classics, but I still love to play it every time. It doesn't really get old for me. There was a moment when it was first conceived, while we were playing it, testing it out, I remember just getting connected to some sort of really deep, resonant feeling. It's something that doesn't have any words to describe it, but I remember thinking, wow, so much feeling from just 2 chords. There's more than 2 chords through the whole song, but through the verse. And kind of connecting to what Matt said earlier, I love music theory. Really, it's note theory. It's not music theory per se, but I'm from a world with lots of chords, studied jazz, and so I think lots of chords, lots of feeling, but 2 chords, huge feeling. Anyway, She Goes East. It's another love song.
Big shocker.
That's all we write.
Just since we didn't know if that was on, I think this guitar's on.
It's on. You can turn it up a little if you want it.
Oh, I can't.
It's coming through the microphone.
On mine, but I don't have much. This is one Jared wrote. He didn't say that, so here it is.
She goes east and I'll drive west, worrying my heart's content, scared to death that I might rest this time. She's a peach and I'm a mess, a double knotted serpent's nest, a wild vine afraid to be divine. To alive, I suppose the world would end tonight. You have moved a boulder from my grave, drew the line between the demons and my mind. But it's time to drink the wine. Will it cease or will it crest? Will I fix my holes and dents? Will the sky reveal it's all just fine? Angry beasts speaking jest, always sneering at the best. Your eyes provide a silence to their lies. True kill my peace, but I resolve to hold my heart above like a tub, gifting love. She goes east and I'll drive west, feeling all my heart's content, scared to death that I might rest this time.
Well, all right, I have a couple of things to share before we get on with more Wicked Peace music. I'd like to take a moment to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams, both tonight's and on any Wednesday, remain available online for you to view at your convenience, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in central New York. And then I want to raise this important fact, which is that it is the gift-giving season, which is why I'm excited to tell you that the Red Barn Radio merch store is open. Show your support for our program by getting some RBR swag. We've recently added new items. We've got mugs, t-shirts, bumper stickers. You can find a direct link on our Facebook page, the Red Barn Radio main page, and in our weekly newsletter. Click the link for a fun way to support the show with official Red Barn Radio merchandise and share with friends. The holidays are a-comin'. Our guest next week, it's Justin Clyde Williams, folks. Justin is a roots singer-songwriter from down in the Carolinas who draws from bluegrass, traditional country, and rock and roll. Raised on the smoky mix of old-time country and rock influences, he crafts honest, emotionally resonant songs about love, loss, redemption, and life's tougher truths. He debuted with the album Empty Rooms in 21 and continues releasing music, including his 2025 release called Flying, marked by raw vocals, acoustic instrumentation, and deeply personal storytelling, sometimes blunt, other times humorous, and but always true and unforgettable. Justin plays with a band sometimes, other times, as he did on his last visit to Red Barn Radio, he plays with his buddy Tyler Hatley as the Dick and Tammy Show. They're very funny. Join us next week for a fun evening of music and conversation with Justin Clyde Williams on Red Barn Radio. And now let's welcome back Wicked Peace for some more music.
This one's called Take Off My T-Shirt. Can't believe you still care. Maybe you're only scared of losing. Either way isn't fair, 'cause it's been so long. But if the world was alright, girl, you could call me tonight and cry about it. That's the trouble with spite when all else is gone. But if you need to find the right direction, just take off my t-shirt. Baby, you need some help today, so pray till your knees hurt. Ask for the strength to compensate for what you can't feel now, what you can't bury in the dirt. It's time to move on, 'cause I'm too far gone, and baby, you need work. Take off my t-shirt. You got your heart on my sleeve, or what's left of it bleeding through them. Do you get what you need from putting it on? But if you're missing my hands, you can turn to hairbands or silver lining. It's better to have the dance than nothing at all. I don't believe in all your indiscretion. Just take off my t-shirt.
t-shirt. Baby, you need some help today, so play till your knees hurt. Ask for the strength to compensate for what you can't feel now, what you can't bury in the dirt. It's time to move on, 'cause I'm too far gone, and baby, you need work. Take off my t-shirt, na na na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. So bleed out the has-been, burn all the pictures in the frames. Girl, you don't need them. Mark out the memories of my name till you've dried out. Find out a way to put you first. But baby, I'm gone now, and you don't need more hurt. So take off my t-shirt.
That's another one that we've had around for a while, but when it seems to stick around in the set list. Me and Patrick live with electrics, we do the another dual harmony. I think that's the that was the well, that was the first dose of it for us too, and we never turned back. We just kept doing harmony licks and enjoying ourselves the best that we could. So we've had that one for how many years ago you think we wrote that, Jared? It was right when you moved up here.
Yeah, it was 6 years ago.
Wow.
Early 2019.
This one's off of the it was an unreleased, so it was off of the Wicked Pieces, and it seemed to kind of catch on. A few people seemed to like this one, so we decided to bring it out tonight. It's called Summer Sky.
You can tune a fish, but you can't tune a guitar.
No, I can't.
I feel freedom in your arms. Don't feel trapped, no alarms. A sleepy Sunday afternoon, or in a crowd. secret that no, I don't feel alone anymore. When I'm looking down, you always pick me up. In a hospital hall, when my eyes are welling up. When I'm scared, you make me laugh. Outnumbered, you got my back. I am alive. I was asleep, you woke me up. Sealed up all my deepest cuts, my summer sky. But still my midsummer view, a mountain sunrise just us two. My deepest dreams a brilliant hue, my summer sky in brightest blue. 'Cause we're not alone anymore.
I'll let Patrick Brumback make his lead vocal, I don't know if that's true, lead vocal Red Barn Radio debut, maybe? Maybe. I don't remember, but tell him about this tune, Pat.
Well, one day I realized, there comes a day in everyone's life that they realize this. Doing laundry sucks. And it's worse when you're sad.
Oh, I'm sorry you were sad, Pat.
So sad about laundry that I wrote a song. And it still makes me sad to this day.
The song or the laundry?
Laundry. Loitering the day away, smoking all my cigarettes. Have to pay to play this game. Laundry day's okay, I guess. We watch your favorite film just to see if you would cry. I'd love to see those memories up there on the screen side. Every morning there's a cycle, one that's wet and one that's dry. Used up all my change, laundry days that made me cry. used up all my cigarettes. I should pay to play this game. Laundry day's okay, I guess. Every morning there's a cycle. One that's wet and one that's dry. I use up all my change. Laundry days have made me. Laundry days have made me. Laundry days that made me cry. They still do.
All right. Wow, all right. Patrick, I like that song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You don't like laundry either?
Huh?
You don't like doing laundry either?
I have somebody else do that for me. No, I don't mind doing laundry that much. I don't know, but it's different. You know, the image of you being sort of in a laundromat. You know, sort of that picture of a depressed person sort of by themselves.
You've nailed it.
Yeah, in the laundromat, sort of watching things spin around, and I don't know, there's something really works about that song. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really liked it. You all made a video out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
did.
yeah, talk about what you tried to accomplish with the video, just to capture some of those feelings that we're just talking about now, or
Well, we did one to get the laundromat vibe when we all lived in the same house together. I don't know if we mentioned that.
no.
For a long time.
Pretty much.
I sat down in front
Amazing,
of
you're
the,
still friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a washing machine, as one does, and sat down and filmed a video there, played it live. But then during COVID, I think we filmed a super high-speed take of this song, and everyone was up above me on this, like, in our stairwell. You could throw clothes off the top, and they were pelting me with all of my clothes. And it was in slow motion because we played this song fast and then slowed it back down to be normal speed.
Right. Well, I noticed. Yeah, I was wondering if it was intentional that the lyrics weren't synced, that the
That's
audio
my
wasn't
bad.
synced with.
Little movie magic is. I wish you could hear how fast that Patrick had to sing that.
It was impossible.
It was like the whole video took probably 30 seconds. And so me and Christina were up there like launching him like fast as we could because we only really had like 30 seconds. And it seemed, you watch it now, you forget, but it was very difficult.
So were you throwing clean or dirty laundry down?
You know,
Were you throwing
it's probably a good mix.
It was
whole?
it was clean.
Back then, I don't know. I didn't
It was when you were moving. It was why we had all your
Ah.
clothes. So he folded all his clothes nicely to move, and then we just threw them at him, and he had to fold them all again.
Well, that's real nice. Well, I knew it was COVID time because the opening scene, you come in, you're at the door, you got the mask on.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So I figured that was what was COVID like for you guys artistically? Where were you at in your lives at that point, and where was the band at that point? And we hear so many stories about COVID, and it seems that many times there's kind of a silver lining for artists, even though they weren't playing out. We've heard from artists who got better on their instrument, who did a lot more writing that they didn't have the discipline to do when they were always out performing, more rest, things like that. What about you guys?
Go for
Well,
it.
okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, COVID was interesting. We had a great summer lineup that year, if I remember.
We did, yeah.
You mean you had a schedule lined up?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay,
Lots
yeah.
of cool festivals. I can't remember the names of them, but so that rug was pulled out from under us and everyone else. But we still continued to write and practice less regularly than we did. And then we would make these COVID videos where we would do where we were sick. No, we would pick a song and each record our own parts at home and bring the videos together to kind of do the like multi-pane type videos. And funny enough, that year I remember Tanner and I were doing a musicians marketing kind of course.
Yeah.
And one of the key things of that was putting out regular content. So we were doing a thing called Wicked Wednesdays. We were trying to make one of these videos every week. And we did it for about 23 weeks, I think.
It was longer than that.
It was longer?
It was like over a year.
That's, yeah.
I might be crazy.
Maybe we didn't do videos each week, but we would have something each week that was like new.
So it was funny because we didn't lean so much into like the creative instrument part, but we kind of like honed in on some of the parts that we didn't like love to do as much, like creating content, as you say, or like putting videos together, going live. We did a whole live album where we like recorded some old songs, but it was like really difficult legwork, that things we didn't want to do when we were out playing a lot. So we had more time. So like we studied those marketing courses and we put out weekly videos, things we didn't normally have the time to do. But looking back, it was a really creative time in that way. We put out a lot of stuff. I'm like, how do we ever find the brain power to do all that?
So Tanner, do you think that proved important for the way your band progressed and important in growing an audience? And did that prove valuable that way, that you were making more content? I mean, is it true that a band must spend precious time putting out stuff when they could be practicing and getting better instead?
I don't know if it did or not. There was probably at that time when we were just always in people's face, there was probably more eyes on it. It helped us, I think, stay connected in that time. So that was probably the biggest silver lining there. Like, we weren't seeing each other. We didn't live together all at that time. So I'm like, I don't know that we need to. Of course, content has changed a lot now. Maybe now you do need to put out stuff all the time. But we were trying to do it 5 years ago. I don't know that it really picked up any steam that we held on to, but maybe at that time, there was definitely an urgency about like, okay, we got to do it because we got to have a song out because somebody's going to listen to it, and that's what we did.
Yeah. I wonder if you all could talk just briefly about what kinds of things you do outside of music. So you all did different kinds of studies at Morehead, and what do you have other jobs too?
Yes. We want to just go down the line.
Yeah, go down the line. Yeah,
do it.
Start us off, Jared.
So I also work for a music practice app called Modacity, where it's just me and the person that owns the intellectual property for the app. And I say that loosely because it's just we're the only two doing anything for it. Marketing, we're redeveloping the app right now. That's taken about 20 months and countless hours.
You have some funding behind it?
All private. No, so there's no outside hands in it. So we have control, which it's difficult, but it's a cool source of income for me, and I get to learn a lot about digital technologies. And the further we go with this, the less I understand how in the world the internet stays together. People think of coding like it's like putting Lego blocks together. It's more like trying to get Jell-O to stay in a certain frame. And if the temperature changes, it starts melting over here, and like coding's very liquid. So I also do some private music teaching.
Okay.
But lots of music in my brain.
Yeah, right. I gather. Tanner, how about you?
I am a teacher. I teach multimedia. So like Patrick said, we both studied convergent media, and so I worked in industry doing things like that for a while, but this year I went back into the classroom. So I'm a high school and middle school teacher.
Where?
Estill County.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
I'm also a teacher.
Oh, you are? All right.
Yes.
Well, what do you know? Brother, sister, and
Yeah.
also teacher and teacher.
Yeah.
And what level do you teach?
I teach middle school. So this year I'm teaching 7th grade, but I teach virtually now. So I teach from home, which
Sounds pretty nice.
I love. It's
Yeah.
been great.
You do like that?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
You don't miss the sort of the routine sort of way that you relate with kids?
Well, it's surprising how you can still build relationships with them.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them that I have 80% of them, they want to talk. So they're talking to you all day. They're turning their mics on. I know a lot about them, almost as much about them as I did in person. I still see them every day. So it's still cool to connect in that way.
So middle school, are these public school kids?
Yes, it's through Indiana. So yeah, it's anybody can come to it. It's public school, and just if that's what's best for them, that's what they do.
What subject?
Like if
Or what subject do you teach?
oh,
rather?
subject.
Sorry.
I teach reading intervention this year. So I usually teach language arts, but this year I'm working with the kids who need a little more practice with like reading and writing skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I really like it.
Very nice. Good. Let's keep running down the line. Patrick?
I take photos for the state and do video work as well, and it's a lot of fun.
All right.
Keeps me busy.
You live here in town? You live in
I live in Frankfurt.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's a lot of fun.
Gotcha. And Matthew, yell out what you do.
I run a flooring business with my mom.
Oh,
Kevin's Carpets.
all
My
right.
dad is Kevin. And so
Name drop.
my mom and I run the business together.
Very cool. All right.
I wish you would have just yelled out when he said, "Yell it out, man." I wish you just went, "Carpet."
Carpet.
Stairs.
Well, I think it's very cool how you guys keep putting out content, and you have music is part of your life, but not your entire life. At least that's 4 of the 5 of you. That's the case. Jared, it sounds like it's all of Jared's life. But you all keep putting out stuff. Are any of you feeling like you're wanting to steer this race car down a more sort of defined track when it comes to sound? Like, for instance, you mentioned earlier on when you sang Even If and Even When, that you all played that song and you said, wow, I can't remember exactly what you said, but I got the impression you went like, this is a sound that really works for us. Is that where are we headed in that direction? I don't care what you do. I mean, because I think it's neat. I think it's neat, the variety of stuff that you do. But I'm just kind of curious to know if there are those among you who are feeling like, hey, let's decide what our sound is and let's roll with it for a while.
I think we've tried that, like talk, at least in theory, but we can't get away from just like writing from the gut. So like everything we do, that's what felt right in that moment, and those are the songs we ended up loving, and they end up being so different. That song that you mentioned, though, I mean, we have, since we wrote that, we're like, maybe we should do this more because we like playing it in that style, and we had a lot of fun writing that song. So we say it, but I don't know that we'll ever commit to not just rolling with whatever the wave takes us, I think. It's kind of how I would explain it.
That's, yeah, because there's a certain I have an analytical brain, and I when I
No kidding, Jared.
would go into like English in high school, I would try to like figure out why themes were the way that they were, like the author intended to like put this thematic thing to represent like pain or whatever. But that's not how the creative process works at all. You can try, but it's like trying to tame a river, which you can do with a dam, but then it kills everything like around the river. Like the whole process just has to flow, which Tam was saying, writing from the gut. And the more we go, the more we realize that has to be the wind in our sails. Otherwise it just doesn't stick. Like, we just don't want to play songs that don't come from that place.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about the song that you're going to follow up this chat with. The song "I Got It Made." Who wrote that?
That was another six-hander. I say six-hander because Amanda's husband Adam also came to the cabin with us, and he's our fearless leader from behind the scenes. He kind of books and does everything for us. So he came along and filmed, and this one was another song written in the cabin. I remember very specifically, I think it was the second song we wrote, and it came from a place of like completely different. We were laughing and just carrying on, so it kind of is a little bit of a funny song that we wrote out on the front porch. And so I think it's another one of those where the stakes in it are probably based around that trip too. But yeah, so this was definitely one that everybody can probably claim a line or a riff or something in for sure. So I like having tunes like that.
All right. Well, let's get back to some more music. Let's hear you play "I Got It Made."
I got a brand new way to keep things straight inside this old dog's cage. I knew I'd make it out eventually. Don't care who would even miss me. And I don't need no love or empty praise. I'm gonna show you up and count my change until it's empty. Rent can wait another century. But if you wanted a ride to the grocery store, I'd oblige. I know eggs cost more these days, but I got it made, I got it made. I got it made, I got it made. I got it made, I got it made. And I don't need good news or brand new shoes. I'm gonna cut some loose. Seen a few upon the table. Come on, baby, hold me stable. But if you wanted to move, then you'll aim too high. You turn blue, spending too much time in space. But I got it made, I got it made. I got it made, I got it made. I got it made, I got it made. Baby, if it all goes wrong,
And tomorrow's a new song.
through the thunderstorm, I'll say, stand, pray. Hey, I got it made. 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 I got a gallon in the tank. I got a smile on my face. I got a half a dozen eggs. I got a dog, now guess his name. Oh my, I got it made. Oh my, I got it made. Oh my, I got it made.
Shout out Hank the Yorkie.
That's exactly what I was
We name dropped my Yorkie in that song. For those who listen very carefully there. This next one is another fun one, an older tune called "The Evening." The funny little thing about when we play this song, I wrote it, I guess if I count, wrote it 7 years ago, and I said my age in it, which was 24 at the time. So every time I write, I'm like, dang, that was a long time ago. So I'm tuning again. Almost lost my guitar in that last song. I don't know if you guys.
Rocking out too hard.
It fell off. I'm glad I caught it.
See, you can't have rock and roll without a little risk. It's in the nature of the music. Albeit, our nature of risk is a little differently than the history of rock and roll. You happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Okay.
This next one is kind of the semi-title track from our Wicked Peace self-titled, because the whole theme of the album was painting Jared blue, putting him on the cover, and so this song is called Paint Me Blue.
That's what it was all about.
I mean, the concept was all about just how can we get Jared shirtless and painted in a full body paint of the color blue. So we wrote an album to do that. Check it out if you ever want to.
The real reason that happened was I was the only one who would agree to being painted and shirtless in front of a camera. It was cold. We did it in February, and in a garage, and I had to sit still for like 2.5 hours. I had to shave my whole chest that morning. I forgot about that when I woke up. I was just about to leave the house. I was up early for some reason, and then it hit me of like, oh, I don't think this all can be painted. So it was kind of a grueling day, but worth it. I'm on an album.
So this is Paint Me Blue. All that to say that.
Look of shock was colored on your face when you saw me stand tall. It told me everything that you couldn't say.
Well, there are many people to thank for our broadcast. First, Wicked Peace, our guest on this program. We want to thank all of you for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on our growing network of Red Barn stations and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, you got to be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall, here in the great city of Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and future programs. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Now let's get back to some music. One more song, maybe, from Wicked Peace.
Thank you for having us.
I'm stuck in a cycle, keep running around my racing thoughts. I've worshipped the idols, so sure of 1,000 things I'm not. I'm stuck in a circle, I didn't deserve those words I prayed. My psyche is purple, choked out by a world that's turning gray. I've got 1,000 things to say. I've been chasing after something that I want. I've been well lost and wondering who I was. Get all gone, all I wanted to be true. And it turns out I found it in the blue.
Wow, all right. Well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. Remember, you can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. It's always great to hear from all of you who listen to Red Barn's archive performances on your favorite streaming platforms and on our Red Barn Radio YouTube channel. Keep in touch with us. Speaking of you listeners, please, before, during, or after you enjoy Red Barn Radio, take just a moment, won't you, to engage with us. Your comments, your sharing, and certainly your choice to subscribe matters so much to us, keeps us growing, continuing our mission to bring roots music Southern style to your neck of the woods and beyond. And now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again for another great evening of music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. See you soon.